Surrounded by Mars, back with another video. Hey, today we gonna switch up a little bit. I know I've been doing a bunch of football. But the football season is almost coming to an end. But I will still update y'all with coaching moves and player moves and stuff like that. But let's try to move on to basketball. The biggest thing going on in basketball right now is the trade deadline is coming up, and Giannis wants to be traded from the Bucks. There are a few teams that are presenting packages to get Giannis, to be honest with you. So I am a New York Knicks fan. I would love for Giannis to come to the Knicks. But if I'm looking at what the Knicks are able to give up versus some of these other teams, I don't know if it's going to work. But I honestly think that would be the best situation for Giannis, just me personally. If you definitely trying to win another championship, I think he can go into that organization and it can be a win right now type thing. Just depending on who they give up. But let's start, from my opinion, I'm going to start from the bottom with the Knicks. The Knicks really don't have that much that they can give. No draft capital whatsoever. Do the Bucks really want Anthony Towns? Probably not. So that would be, you don't have no draft capital. They probably don't even want Anthony Towns, because Anthony Towns would definitely have to be in the mix for him in the trade for Giannis to come over here. But it's not just going to be a straight swap for those two. The Knicks would definitely have to add either McBride, and I'm not saying all this together, but some scenarios, maybe Karl Anthony Towns, McBride. They have a pick for 2026, but it's top 8 protected in all but guaranteed to convert to a second rounder. So that's not even guaranteed that it will be a second rounder. So you can add McBride, Towns, and possibly that pick, but you don't know where that pick is going to land at. The best option that I think that they could do, I think Towns. And as bad as you don't want OG to go, if you put OG in that mix and possibly that pick, I think that's a good enough trade to get Giannis there. Even though you don't want to give up OG, I wouldn't. I would rather give up Hart, McBride, and Towns in a pick, to be honest with you, if we had to choose. Even though McBride is a good player. But he's still young, so he still got a lot of time, bro. Like, you putting Giannis in that situation with Bridges, with OG, you still would have Mitchell Robinson. Who else? Jalen Brunson. You still got Clarkson over there. Like, you still got some good pieces, and this team will still be good even without Anthony Towns, without McBride, without Hart. Granted, I don't want to see Bridges go neither, but I mean, you could throw Bridges in the mix too, but I don't want to see none of them go. Like, I'd rather you keep Bridges, OG, get rid of Hart, McBride, and Towns, and possibly a pick, and bring Giannis. That's still a team you can win with. Because Giannis, he going to come in and average, 20, 25 to 30 points. Bronson already averaging about 20, 24, 25 points. OG, they probably average about 12 to 15. Then you'll get great defense out of Mitchell Robinson. Clarkson been stepping up a lot. He averaged probably like about the same, 12 to 15. Like, so you still have a solid team over there with that, if you could add Giannis. But the Knicks is probably the last spot that he could possibly land in. But I think that would be a great situation for him, that he can go straight in there and it's a win now type thing. The other option, you got the Minnesota Timberwolves. But if you go to the Minnesota Timberwolves, you have to give up way too much, bro. Way too much. DiVincenzo will probably be gone. Rudy Gobert will probably be gone. Julius Randle will probably be gone. Like, you giving up a lot of key players in their organization, in their situation, just to get a Giannis, just for Giannis and Anthony Edwards. But who else you going to have outside of that? So I feel like the Timberwolves is possibly will have to give up way too much in order to even obtain him. And that's what a lot of these other teams too, because they only got 4 teams on the list that's high in the rankings. Like I said, the Knicks is last. The Timberwolves, they will have to give up a lot just to get him. Then you got the Miami Heat. Miami Heat probably gonna have to clean house just to get him. Hero probably gone. Bam might stay, but I'm just like, if you don't have a point guard, bro, it's no point in you even getting rid of Hero, because Hero to me is probably where you want to start your team from. Hero and down. You got Hero, then you got Bam. But if you got to give up Hero and then like 3 other players and then some picks, bro, that's too much for Giannis. For me, that's too much. But they saying that Miami can offer them 2 first rounds in 2029, 2031, and swap in a 28 and a 30 and a 32. Like, bro, that's too much. That's a lot. That's a lot to give up just to get Giannis in Miami. And then you're going to go over to Miami and still be in the same situation that you are with the Bucks. No help. No help. At least if you go to New York, you got help still. At least if you go to the Timberwolves, you got Anthony Edwards, but then you still going to have to have some other pieces that can step up and help too. I don't know. I just feel like they will be giving up so much, bro. So much. Then you got the Warriors. The Warriors, they say, has the best package that could possibly get him. Jimmy Butler would definitely be in the works, but they say Jimmy Butler for Giannis works straight up. I don't know if that's a straight up trade for Giannis, but I mean, that's what they saying. But then it's like, all right, let's imagine a package where the Warriors give the Bucks picks outright. If they give them picks outright, they getting a pick in 2026, 2028, 2030, and 2032, along with a 2031 swap, and then force the Warriors to trade first-round swap rights in 2027 and 2029 to another team for even more assets to give Milwaukee? Bro, you know how crazy that sounds? Bro, you giving up damn near like 5 to 6 picks. That's crazy. And you got to think about it. Steph Curry, he almost 40. You don't know how much longer Steph Curry going to play. So he might be possibly retiring soon. Then you got Draymond. Draymond will be done possibly in 2030. Like, bro, so really you about to get rid of. And like I said, I doubt if it's a straight up trade. So what's the name might even be in the mix with that. Kuminga is. You might Golden State take back Kyle Kuzma contract. But they don't want, I wouldn't do that. Then they saying possibly Moody could possibly be in that deal. Brandon could possibly be in that deal. Kuminga could possibly be in that deal. Like, yo, you giving up way too much to get Giannis. That's why I feel like, yo, for the Knicks, even if you give up a Town,
McBride,
Hart, you still got players around that is not just going to be all on Bronson and Giannis. You still got Bridges. You still got OG. Like, you still got Mitchell Robinson that plays great defense. Like, just for me personally, and I'm not saying it because I'm a Knicks fan. I'm just saying, like, that move to me makes more sense than him going to the Warriors when Steph Curry is near 40. You don't know how much longer he going to play. Maybe 3 to 4 years, maybe 5, maybe. You might get 5 out of Steph. And then you still got Draymond. Draymond, an older player. But then you're going to be giving up all your other young players. So now it's only down to Giannis, Steph, and Draymond. I don't think that's enough for them to get it done. And then you giving up all them picks. You giving up all them picks for one play. And let's not get it twisted. Giannis not young neither. Giannis is not that young. He kind of old too. So you don't even know how much longer Giannis got. So that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, if Giannis want to be put in the best situation to win right now, I feel like the Knicks is that situation for him. But that's just my personal opinion. I mean, y'all let me know what y'all think as far as the best teams for him. Like I said, I feel like Miami will have to give up way too much. I feel like Miami had to give up their whole goddamn starting lineup. The Timberwolves, they probably had to give up at least like 3 of their starters, or possibly two 2 and a bench and some picks, that's still too much. And then, like I said, the Warriors will probably have to give up so many picks and then get rid of some key players. I mean, even though, granted, they ain't really been. I mean, Kuminga, he had his little spurts and then he up and down, but then now you banking on having Steph and Draymond. But Steph, we don't know how long. Draymond, we don't know how long. Giannis, we don't even know how long. But we're going to see what happens, man. The trade deadline, I think, is February 6th, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see pretty soon where Giannis will land in the trades. And then I'll talk about another one. I want to talk Ja too, but I'll talk about that in another video. Where Ja would be great, and where he could land at, because I feel like he's getting wasted over there with the Grizzlies. But granted, Ja been hurt a lot too, so I'm not just gonna put it on the Grizzlies organization. Ja has been dealing with injuries since he's been in the league, so that'll be another video for another conversation. But until the next one, man, branded by Mars, make our recognized success, and I'll see y'all.